It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions, and it's all up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Now Geno on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Outright to Smith and Jigba. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 59 yards. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Goff on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Goff on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun, Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Smith. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Smith now on second down. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Goff now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Goff. This to Laporta, right side. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Geno now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A lot of people call it a toss, a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Geno on first down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again is Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Whatever it takes. Ain't no game. Let's go.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He was slicing and dicing this defense and wound up with 3 touchdown passes in the first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Smith on 1st down. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. This is the tight end fan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 34-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run again with Walker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Geno. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try, Now he's on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out now come the Lions. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Goff on 3rd down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down and a yard. Gone. And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion, and he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A shotgun snap for Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Goff now looks to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and 4. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here's Goff now on second down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So no gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Smith throwing again. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This complete to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Keep our boys.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Smith now on second down.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, it's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, Smith.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Smith.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again is Smith.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
One last throw here for Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.